just in general, what makes the Wildwoods an attractive option? I mean, you guys say 80% of your business is people trying to buy in the Wildwoods.
Well, I would say it's not that it's a faster moving market. We do a tremendous amount of business down here. We just always have, and whether that's just that's a result just of our hard work that we've sort of settled in the Wildwoods. I would probably say since about 2009, 2010. We've really been that's been a real stronghold of foot. We've had a good foothold in that marketplace. And that's just where it's a momentum, it's accumulation effect is what it is. I mean, you start off with, you're doing 15, 20 deals in the Wildwoods one year, and then it jumps to 35, 40, and then it jumps to 60 to 70, and before you know it, 2019, 2020, we're doing 170 transactions, and 120 of them are in the Wildwoods. Like it becomes an accumulation effect. You start to have not only that's the area that you're constantly working, but over time, now all of a sudden, if you look at it, I mean, Chris and I, the Ferzoco group, we surpassed 1,200 transactions since Chris and I started in 2008 together. Mm-hmm. So if you have over 1,200 transactions, you now, over the course that you've been together, you now have 1,200 past clients. So now all of a sudden it becomes this. And if you say, if we're looking at 80-85% of our business is in the Wildwoods, now all of a sudden, 80% of 1,200, now if you've done a good job for your past clients, you always stay in communication with them. Now you're getting referrals from your past clients that are in the Wildwoods because that's where they're working as well. That's where they're living too. So it just becomes this. It's not that we decided one day that that's what it was, that's the area that we were going to, I mean, we still service Ocean City. Chris's office, he works out of the Sea Isle office. So, we do cover all of the shore towns as well. It's more of, that's just sort of where we, everyone, where's your niche? We do cover, as I always said, we cover the Jersey Shore, not that Jersey Shore. And I know that we joke around about it, but it becomes this, all right, you really do have 3 or 4 main towns that you do all your focus in on when you start to cover it. So it's not so much that it's I don't necessarily. I mean, someone would look at me and say there's no affordable town at the shore at the Jersey Shore anymore. So it just you're working the towns. You become intertwined with the town. You start to people, businesses and things like that. So that as transactions start to happen, as homes start to come on the market, as new developments start to happen, you're in that fold. What's hitting.
So what would you say makes the Wildwoods unique? Since this is the area you work the most,
mm-hmm. Sure.
You're sort of probably one of the bigger real estate experts on the area. What makes it unique compared to Ocean City or Cape May?
Well, I would say that the one thing is, well, that's not the one thing. There's multiple reasons why I think every shore town is unique. So let's focus in on the Wildwoods. So the Wildwoods has a boardwalk. Yes, I know Ocean City does as well. The Wildwoods have their boardwalk. They also have a bike path, the seawall, the boardwalk all the way down into the crest. So you rent a bike on Rambler, you can pretty much all the way go up into Anglesey, through up on the boardwalk, up to the seawall, down, on the bike path. So there's a lot with that. The beaches are free. Like, they're the only shore town from Ocean City down. The beaches are free. You don't need a beach pass. And that's important. Their boardwalk is. There are roller coasters, all sorts of different rides. I mean, it really is. It's a giant amusement park. If you're looking at it from a kid's perspective, you're coming down. You're going to rent for a week. You're going to rent for 2 weeks. You're going to rent for the summer. it's just a bigger. There's so much more to do on the Wildwood boardwalk, and I think that's that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And they're open year round. Cape May, there's a lot of year round, stuff that's open year round there. But like there's number of restaurants in the Wildwood, North Wildwood, and stuff like that. They're open year round and good food. Like it's not. I'm not talking about like a steak and cheese steak and hoagie place. I mean it's sit down restaurant bars like they're open year round.
I've heard. Well, Sandra mentioned, and sort of I feel like another big draw to the Wildwoods is that it is the closest to Cape May while still avoiding the higher price points of Cape May, which are almost twice as expensive.
Yes. Yeah, she's 100% correct with that. I mean, you can literally, my office here in the Crest, we are 7 minutes, 10 minutes to Cape May. You jump on Ocean Drive, and you just scoot right into Cape May. And it's an easy ride for you right now. You're not necessarily going all the way from Stone Harbor, Avalon, or even Sea Isle. You got to jump on the Parkway, come all the way down. You're in the Wildwoods, let's say you just live here year round. I mean that's an easy place to get to, any time of the year from here. Just jump right on Ocean Drive. If you want to go up to the Parkway or even Route 9, you can do that. But it's an easy place to get to from here for sure.